The new versions of Adobe Premiere Pro Creative Cloud also have some Lumetri color presets. So earlier in this course, we learned how to use the Lumetri color panel to do color correction or color grading. There's actually some presets in our effects bin under Lumetri presets. Let's drop down this folder. You'll see 4 different bins: cinematic, film stocks, monochrome, and speed looks. Cinematic will have some more cinematic effects. So if we go down here, it will actually give us a preview of kind of what it looks like. So you can see the CineSpace 100, for example, makes everything very warm and contrasty, while some of these other ones, CineSpace 25 faded film, makes it look more faded. And to apply any of these effects, we can just simply drag it onto our clip and it applies that effect. See, very faded. I'm going to undo that. Next, we have film stocks, which will make our footage look like actual film stock from Fuji, Kodak. You see these different film stocks. So these have some different types of effects because different film has different looks. You can see here this F125 looks very contrasty, very dark, while the 250D makes things a little bit brighter and faded, which is a popular look right now. Monochrome, these are going to be all of your black and white. So we have a range from very, very contrasty to something that is very uncontrasty, very faded. And lastly, we have our speed looks, which go with different cameras. So these are set up for different cameras that you shoot on. This shot at this wedding was shot with the Canon 5D. So I can just go to the 5D folder and I can find an effect that I want. These are very stylistic. So if we want this to be a day for night scene, we can apply this day for night footage. The shot doesn't look too good because you can obviously tell that the sun is out and shining harshly on their shoulders. But if you did have a shot with some more overhead lighting that looked like a street light or something during the day, then that might look good for you. There's lots of effects if we want. This is already very warm, so we wouldn't want to make it more warm. At least I probably wouldn't. But these are different specific effects or filters to add for your camera. If your camera is not here, you can just go ahead and use the universal effects. But the cool thing is that Lumetri has kind of gone through each camera and tweaked the settings so that it does a better job depending on what kind of camera you are using. So these are great ways to quickly add a look, a grading to your footage. And with all of these, if we do apply them, say we apply this one right here, we can then go into our Lumetri color panel and continue to edit it. So we can make changes so you can see that it has this input that we added right here. That's this input right here. But we could say if this is a little bit too dark for us, we could boost the shadows back up a little bit to bring back some of those details. Thank you so much for watching. That's how you use the Lumetri presets. Have fun with it, and we'll see you in another lesson.